cheers, and they are giving that energy right back to the players. This is the second consecutive sellout for the first time since 2015, and I love it that Niele Ivey is the one who pointed out how much these students are adding to her basketball team.
I also love that the woman next to you lost her green wig. She was cheering so hard. Outstanding stuff, Ollie. Here we go. Connecticut, Notre Dame underway in South Bend. First time since 1996 in a UConn game at Notre Dame in which no active Connecticut player has ever played a road game at Notre Dame, as Ashlyn Shade can't finish, kept alive by Ice Brady, who slings it out of bounds, and it's Notre Dame basketball. For Notre Dame, their starting five, they have a trio of perimeter players. Gino Auriemma said the best in the country with Hidalgo, Miles, and Citron. Then you add in Kay Cobal and Liatu King in the front court.
One of the things you notice right away with Connecticut's man-to-man defense, everything is trying to force the Notre Dame guards to their left, to the left side of the floor.
Koval can't finish on the interior off a nice delivery from Citron.
Notre Dame also starting this matchup in a man-to-man, interesting because they played exclusively zone a week ago in the game we did against Texas.
Strong, no hesitation, couldn't get it to drop, was 7 of 10 from 3 over her last 2 games. The #1 recruit in the nation. And as Elle was talking about on SportsCenter before the start of the game, maybe has surpassed the hype. As Miles drains the 3.
And that started with Hidalgo going right, getting a little bit of dribble penetration, taking Miles' defender a step farther away from her, and then a kick. Olivia Miles, a much improved three-point shooter this year than earlier in her career.
Ice Brady's jumper is good.
It's always a great sign for Connecticut if Ice Brady can get something to fall early. Her confidence just bolsters when she plays well early.
To your point about Miles, now 19 for 40 from 3 on the season. Shot at a combined 25% her previous collegiate years. Smooth jumper there from King. Hidalgo swiftly back into the play. Beckers turns the corner and lays it in.
Terrific hesitation.
Notre Dame 7-2. They have 2 wins against top 5 opponents. Only team in the nation who could say that at this point this season. UConn 8-0. Shade loses the handle, and we have a tie-up. Possession arrow belongs to Notre Dame.
This entire arena just grown as they saw Miles get up and start to limp a little bit. Huge sigh of relief when it's not a knee.
See Liza Karlen into the game for the first time this season. The transfer from Marquette. Can't get the jumper to drop, but a player who's going to provide some front court support for Notre Dame. They've dealt with a lot of injuries when it comes to their front court. Becker's quick step, but then threw it away. Looked like she might have been better off going up herself. Hidalgo threw it behind Karlen, but able to grab it and finish.
I'm really interested when Notre Dame is on the offensive end.
Here's Beckers through the center of the lane, readjust, can't finish. King secures it. Citron looking to push for Notre Dame. Bounce into Karlen. Karlen gets denied by Strong. Keeps it alive. King tosses down to Prosper, leaves it short. Karlen there on the reverse. Meanwhile, Olivia Miles on the bench, got her ankle taped up, just put her shoe back on, has moved down the bench, looks ready to perhaps come back in. Counted in the foul.
Been watching Olivia Miles on the bench get attended to by their excellent athletic trainer, Ann Marquez, and they have been doing some mobility tests.
Hidalgo's 3 is off the mark. Rebound Prosper looking for an angle underneath. Guess who it is again? It's Strong, and it's out of bounds off of Notre Dame. Sophomore Hannah Hidalgo, and the early returns have been scintillating.
They really have flourished with one another, along with Sonia Citron in the backcourt as well.
Here's Strong, using her strength, lays it in. Liatu King dumps it into Cobal. Short, out of bounds. Last touch by Notre Dame. Becker's being guarded by Citron.
Great job by Citron that time, not letting Beckers get the ball.
Sarah Strong insisting her way to the cup.
She's the player, I think, that can be the real difference maker in this matchup for Connecticut, just because Notre Dame doesn't really have the post player matchup for Sarah Strong.
Notre Dame has missed its last 5 shots. Citron, kick to the corner. Hidalgo's 3 is good.
And Hidalgo gets on the board after a terrific penetration and then pass from Citron.
Last year, she had 34 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists in a win against Connecticut. Comes up with a steal here. Hidalgo, heat check. Oh, yeah. Arnold into the game off the bench for Connecticut. Beckers drives, meets bodies, can't finish. Beckers off to a tough start, 1 of 4 now from the floor. He's 14 of 24 from the floor in that game. A 34-point performance. Here's Hidalgo to the corner. Prosper's 3. She got it. Three straight Notre Dame threes, a 9-0 run. 2 seconds left in the quarter. Chen able to get it to drop to end the first. It's Notre Dame an 18-12 lead. See, Beckers last season was 5 for 17. Tonight 1 of 4 in the first. Getting a breather here. Chen, Ashlyn Shade, Sarah Strong, K.K. Arnold, and Ice Brady for UConn. Here's Brady, little hesitation, still able to knock it in though on a long 2. Miles step back is good. You know, it's not just the talent of the Notre Dame guards, it's also the flair they play with that makes them such an exciting watch. Here's Brady, fading, short. 5 to shoot. Hidalgo lets it fly. Can't hit, but is fouled. For 3 after the second foul on Sarah Strong.
Would she play? Would she stay and play with Hannah Hidalgo? What would that look like? Would she transfer? And she said, you know what? It wasn't real. We would see that stuff on social media and we would just laugh because we knew we were practicing every day together. They knew they could play well together. They were doing it, and you can see the product out here tonight. It's good stuff, and Olivia Miles never once considered about anything else.
Come this spring and summer in the WNBA. Citron, a projected first rounder. In some mocks, early second in others, as Beckers gets the jumper to drop. Beckers, of course, the projected #1 overall pick to Dallas in the 2025 draft.
Dallas had a nice presence this morning.
Yes, it was lovely to see their new general manager, Kurt Miller, moving over from head coach in this league to GM spot. Beckers dips inside and finishes. A layup in transition. Citron. And a whistle. Going to be 3-second violation on Notre Dame. Strong flips it out. Here's Beckers. Beckers cradles. Can't quite finish. Hidalgo the rebound. Into the corner. Liatu King's jumper is good. Second one she's hit from there. Ryan Rucco, Rebecca Lobo, Holly Rowe with you, our entire crew. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Here's Beckers. Nearly lost the handle. Beckers finds an angle. Can't hit the 3. Rebound King. By the way, Hannah Hidalgo has 8 rebounds in this half already. Kings pull up again. Liatu King's mid-range. Here's Arnold blurring to the bucket. Saw her play a critical role in Connecticut's run to the Final Four a season ago. Karlen dumps it in nicely. King patiently couldn't finish. Another chance. Denied. Punched out. Miles has it. Hidalgo in the corner. Connects! 4 assists, 8 rebounds in this first half. Has 1 career triple-double. Beckers. The pull-up is good. Tough bucket. Miles way off. Rebound scooped up by Morgan Shelley. Number 11 overall recruit this season. Shelley spins inside, lost her footing, keeps it alive. Beckers has 6 of the last 8 Connecticut points. Looking for more and finding it. Paige Beckers coming alive in this second. Now a 5th-year senior. Hidalgo turns the corner and scoops it in. 14 for Hidalgo. Brady gets free, can't hit. Koval, the freshman with the rebound. Number 5 overall recruit was Koval. Citron's pull up, short. Rebound popped in the air. Hidalgo with 3. You bet!
Spectacularly.
Yeah, not just pass, but I mean, absolutely obliterated their game's record for reaching 1,000 points. Jen, the Princeton transfer, gets it off to Samuels. Hidalgo knocks it away. King then tied up by Beckers, but Notre Dame has the possession arrow. Olivia Miles, meanwhile, went back to the Notre Dame locker room. 35 seconds left in the half. Hidalgo gives it up. King knocks it down. The Pittsburgh transfer with 10 in this first half against Connecticut.
Perfect addition to this Notre Dame team this year. Been on point defensively so far this first half.
Beckers able to beat the buzzer with a jumper. Beckers an efficient first half. And Olivia Miles, an update right now from Holly Rowe.
Well, Olivia Miles did not come out of the locker room after she left the bench early to be treated during halftime. She was late getting out, getting her shoes on, but I spoke with the athletic trainer. As you can see, she's out on the floor and she is good to go, but still nursing that ankle. We'll keep our eyes on it.
All right, Holly, thank you very much. Had a bad ankle turn in that first half. Here's Strong playing with 3 fouls and just able to go.
You know, Coriam is saying that.
Beckers coming up with a steal. Jen had Strong guiding her, so wise of Sarah Strong to slow down the way she did to give her the lane.
About Strong not knowing how good she is. And Holly Rowe asked her this morning after shoot around, what's the best part of your game? And she was shy and quiet and thoughtful and then said, I think I'm a good teammate.
And how impressive it is from a freshman. Here's Al Alfie starting the second half rather than Brady as Beckers back iron, no. Strong's 3 is good. A big start to the third for Connecticut. It's a 4-point game. 10 offensive rebounds in that first half for Notre Dame. Miles fading, gets it to drop. And the transfer from Princeton has allowed Beckers to play off the ball more. Here's KK Arnold stopping, spinning, can't finish. And Hidalgo ends up with her 9th rebound.
How fast she is end to end.
Hidalgo bounces, King finishes.
One of the remarkable things with Hannah Hidalgo at her size is how elite of a rebounder she is from the guard spot and how that, because of her quickness, can then fuel the break the other way.
Sometimes you look at a player who produces like her in college and say, 5'6", that could be an issue at the next level as Chen finishes. And obviously Hidalgo only a sophomore, you have a while before you worry about that. But when you talk to different members of front offices in the WNBA, and I know you and I feel the same, her height just, I don't think it's going to be an issue no matter what level she plays on.
Her motor never stops, and she's so disruptive on the defensive end along with her offensive skill set. I just can't think of a comp for her of any player that I've seen.
Alafi spinning, Koval again there defensively, but this time Alafi able to finish 3 straight wins against Connecticut. Connecticut holds the all-time series record 39-15. In the corner, Citron. Chen's 3 is good. Big bucket there from Caitlin Chen. Notre Dame a 4-point third quarter lead on Connecticut. What a rebound! Liatu King.
How about the 4 assists so far in this game? They've made the UConn team score by creating.
Having to play one-on-one.
Yes.
9th turnover there from Connecticut. Hidalgo 3 assists away from a triple-double. Citron able to flag it down. Citron gets fouled with a torn ACL, a light sprain, a mild sprain of her knee this time, and is hoping to be back very shortly.
Listing her now as day-to-day, but we had a chance to talk with her this morning. You can tell how disappointed she is not to be able to play in this game.
Said, I'm feeling pretty good, but I'd be feeling a lot better if I was dressing tonight. Connecticut could use her shooting too. They're just 2 of 12 from 3. Notre Dame, meanwhile, 7 of 13. Beckers with Citron on her hip, able to drop it in. It's now 13 offensive rebounds for Notre Dame. King, 8th in the nation in rebounding. Number 5, Kentucky hosts Louisville in one of college basketball's great rivalries.
Connecticut certainly had a better defensive energy and activity here in the third quarter. Been much more disruptive, better at getting defensive boards.
There's something we mentioned off the top of the game too, Rebecca, worth repeating. Nobody dressing for Connecticut tonight has ever played on this floor as Strong drops it in. Beautiful delivery from Beckers.
That was just reading the defense so well. There was a high overplayed, so Sarah Strong went back door. Paige Beckers read it.
Hidalgo catch, fire, and airmail. Taking a look at Sunday afternoon's ACC Network Women's Basketball Tripleheader, Miami and Pitt. Start us off at noon Eastern, then number 14 at UNC, host number 25 Georgia Tech. We finish up with Clemson taking on Wake Forest. Hidalgo again, her 5th 3.
She's like, keep forcing me left. I'll just still step into it and drain a 3.
20 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists for Hidalgo. Her first points of the third quarter. Beckers cutting through, up under and in. Beckers now with 16. 3-point Notre Dame lead. That is going to be a travel. Difference between game and shot clock. Strong dumps it in. Brady, the deep catch, gets swallowed up.
Sends the shots back.
Second in the nation in blocks to TCU Sedona Prince. Here's Brady. Back out, Arnold. Zigging, zagging, and laying. It is a 1-point game. Shot clock turned off. Hidalgo. Hidalgo backs away. And hits!
place a week ago against Texas as well. With the quarter clock running down, sees she has a big honor, steps behind the three, drains 3 of her 23.
But all we've got left is 10 minutes. For 10 minutes, what I need are stops. I need stops in a row. We cannot let them get hot offensively. Their focus right now is defense, trying to get consecutive stops against this UConn team.
Sarah
There's one.
Strong, yep, initial stop and then a foul. Liatu gives it back to Arnold. Beckers has it taken away by King. 10th Connecticut turnover. Hidalgo speeds in and gets the whistle. Now 5th career game with 20 points, 10 rebounds, 5 assists. Most by a Notre Dame player in 25 seasons. 14 points, 9 rebounds for Notre Dame. Beckers leads the way for Connecticut with 16 as Connecticut turns it over again. Citron weaving, dealing. Hidalgo evades. Backs it out. Will reset for Notre Dame.
Smart decision.
Hidalgo gives it up. Citron dumps it in. Koval for to shoot. Looking for an angle and finding one. Alafi, nothing doing there. King able to take it away. Connecticut sloppy with the basketball early in the 4th. Hidalgo bounces. King finishes. They have built the lead back to 10. A strong start to this 4th. We heard Holly Rose say Niele Ivey in her huddle talked about getting consecutive stops. Well, they haven't allowed a bucket until now in the 4th.
Paige Beckers had to work so hard just to get the ball in her hands, tried to shed the defense. Notre Dame's defense has just been on point here in the 4th.
Miles connects.
What a pass from Sonia Citron, driving right and then to find Miles in the left corner.
Chen's jumper rims in. Even Chen up to 11 points. Notre Dame 10 of 18 from 3 in this game. That is 56%. Citron's jumper is good. Here's Beckers. Flips it back. Strong's 3. She got it. Gino Auriemma has said Sarah Strong is the only player in the nation who's as good of a passer as Paige Beckers. Miles pizza pies at home. Plus the foul.
We talked about Olivia Miles coming back from that knee injury, 617 days coming back, but she got some unlikely support from Paige Beckers. She and Paige have been texting, how can you come back? How is your mentality?
Beckers stops and banks it in. 20 points for Paige Beckers. Miles again cradles it home. Like we said, Connecticut has shot just 1 free throw in this game. And now
last possession for Notre Dame when they were going in the other direction. Assistant coach for Connecticut, Tanya Cardoso, was trying to communicate with the team. She was holding up the whiteboard with something written on it because the players couldn't hear her.
These fan bases, Gino Auriemma was telling us earlier, hey, when we play them, no matter what their record is, no matter what's going on, they're out to kill us. Citron loses it, last hit her. Out of bounds, Chen and Beckers the 5 for Connecticut. Citron, Hidalgo, Koval, King, and Miles for Notre Dame. Beckers comes and finishes. 24 for Paige Beckers. Beckers trying to do everything she can to bring Connecticut back. Under 3 minutes to go, 6-point Notre Dame lead. Hidalgo, little hesitation, To the corner. King plodding through, shoveling. Koval banks it in. Beckers to Strong. Her three. No. Hidalgo content to run some clock. Hidalgo with space. Hidalgo through the lane, drops it in. A big smile on her face as she prances down the floor. Chen can't hit. King the rebound. And a foul given by Chen from Hannah Hidalgo. 27 points, 10 rebounds, 8 assists. Notre Dame has made its last 7 shots. And Miles fouled again. A 3rd win already this season for Notre Dame.
Beat USC on the road. Beat Texas here a week ago at home.
And on the brink of beating Connecticut. Kicks it out. Arnold trying to separate from Hidalgo, reverses it in. 10-point lead for Notre Dame, 1:10 to go, and a foul here will put King at the line. This is the first.
They like to play through the elbow often. That's where she really thrives.
And she picks up the rebound. No urgency there from Beckers to get to it. And King was able to sneak in from behind. So Connecticut unable to take advantage.
Probably one of their best pick and pop bigs. She brings a whole different level and layer to what their post game has.
Over 1,500 points in her career. Nearly 900 rebounds. She will be back. Beckers fighting through the D. Sarah Strong's three is off. Miles will keep it in bounds. And it is all cosmetic at this point. About an 18-second difference game in shot clock. Connecticut not fouling. Miles sidestepping three won't happen thanks to a travel. Beckers gets fouled and will shoot two.
I'll tell you what, they're certainly one of the top 3 teams in the country. Certainly. And they have players who still have to return from injury.
Connecticut just 3 for 16 from 3 tonight. Notre Dame 10 for 18. Hidalgo will dribble it out. A 3rd win already this season for Notre Dame against the top 5 team. They hand Connecticut their first loss of the season.